All right, let's try this again. How does that sound? Is that better at all? Cool. Figured it out. How's everyone doing? How's your week been? I look fuzzy. I think you're lying. I think you are mistaken. Because I don't look fuzzy on my end. I like the jean jacket. Well, thank you. How's your week been? My week's been good. I spent the past week basically taking time off, which was nice. So I was able to spend it with my girlfriend who came in town. It was my birthday on the 13th. So I'm now 28 years old. I cut my hair. And so that's obviously, you know, that was a difference. So now I have no hair on my head. But, you know, hey. I was like, hey, you know, 28-year-olds don't have top knots. So I'm just kidding. If you have a top knot, you know, keep doing your thing. You know, no hate. Are you only streaming on YouTube? No, I actually stream a lot more on Twitch than I do on YouTube, to be honest. But I do stream, I stream on both Twitch and YouTube. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, go ahead and do that. You know, just type in Obese the Beast on Twitch and you'll find me there if you want to hang out. Enjoyed your time with her. Happy belated birthday. Well, thank you very much. About to join the military. Yeah, so that's something that I definitely have to deal with a lot, especially because I live in San Diego. If you ever have short hair and you're like, you know, a relatively fit looking person and you're younger, you will have many, many, many people ask you if you're in the military. It happened the first day I got my haircut. I went to Smart and Final, and then the cashier was like, "Oh, do you serve?" And I was like, "No." If you have short hair, relatively fit and young, people will think you serve in the military in San Diego. The channel's run by a man-child again. Long as you like it, John, don't listen to me. What do you mean? Do you mean because I shaved or because I don't have hair? I just told you that on Instagram. You told me what? What did you tell me? I'm confused. Oh, you did. Yeah, I just saw that. Do you have a duty station near where you live? I live in San Diego, so it's like a lot of Marines here in San Diego. That's like where the base, one of the biggest bases, Camp Pendleton is. So, yeah. Is the feed quality upgraded? No, I mean the quality of the stream should look the same. We just have new fancy overlays and whatnot. And so, yeah. Did you ever see the He's a Marine TikTok? No, I don't think I've been blessed with that. Nice to see you live stream again. The Twitch is usually later for me on the East Coast. Yeah, usually I do them a little bit. Usually I do them a little bit later on Twitch, just because, especially if I do one, you know, at this time on YouTube. I obviously can't do it at this time on Twitch if I'm on YouTube, right? I would have said no, but I serve looks and then got slapped. Do you got any good workout programs? I personally don't sell any workout programs, but there's tons of really good ones on YouTube, like for free and stuff. So, new subscriber here. Thank you so much for the inspiration. Well, thank you so much, Share Bear. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming to hang out. Thanks for hanging out on the stream. We appreciate it. Putting this on in the background while I do work, ready to listen. Well, I hope you enjoy it. My brother went to jail in Camp Pendleton. Well, that doesn't sound very good. The lights are a nice touch. Thank you. Yeah, I did it when my girlfriend was in town. We got everything set up. I also have, if you guys can see, Mr. Calorie Deficit back here sitting down. He's wearing a Christmas hat. Yeah. It's a good time, you know? I appreciate you guys that you guys enjoy it. Will you ever make more your inspirational morning oats vids again? Because I really like watching them to motivate me in the morning and kill my workouts. So, Kat, I've talked about this many times on the stream. Morning oats, it's funny when people ask that because morning oats is basically the same videos that I do now. So when I started morning oats, when I did those videos, I wanted to have a series of videos where I sat down and talked about whatever, right? Talked about this thing, talked about that thing, talked about something that was on my mind. The videos on my channel now are almost exclusively that type of content now. So I don't think that I need to name it a series because that is the bulk of my channel, right? And so I don't think I'll ever bring back morning oats because it would be the same stuff that I'm already making. So there's no real reason for me to call it something other than just a video, right? So that's why like morning oats will probably technically never come back, but it didn't really leave. It's just not named morning oats anymore. I'm always happy to catch your stream when I'm about to go home from work. Well, I hope you had a good day at work. Where did you get your keyboard from? This is a Durgod Hades 68. I got it from Amazon. If you type in Durgod Hades, it'll pop up. And I think they have Prime shipping on it too, so you get it pretty quick too, which is nice. Greetings from Croatia. What's up, Jelena? Hi, you are such a nice young man. Well, thanks, Roseanne. What's up, Jesse? How you doing? Do you guys prefer to work out first thing in the morning, midday, or at night? I'm a night person for working out. For me, it's just kind of whenever. Normally I'll work out like kind of not super early in the morning, but like morning. It's like 10 a.m. when I usually start my workout. But it's really just based on how, like, whatever is most convenient for me. Like I'm not like this type of, I only work out at this time or this time or this time. For me, it's just whatever is most convenient. The important is, how are you doing? Learned anything new? Still working out? Anything changed? Oh, David deleted his comment. How's everyone doing? We're doing good, man. Question: if I lose 180 pounds, can I be a guest on your podcast? I mean, maybe. I don't know. It just, I don't just have people on that have lost weight. I was talking to one of my mods about this. I have to be, I personally, and this is my own personal belief, not everyone believes this, but I have a weird relationship with just getting people on my channel that have lost weight, especially if they have just lost the weight or they still are losing the weight. I've said this before. You guys probably have heard this if you've been in the streams a lot. But getting a lot of attention because you've lost a lot of weight or because you are losing weight can be really cool, but it also can be really, really daunting, and sometimes, sadly, it can be harmful to the journey. So I'm really, really careful with who I end up maybe shouting out or giving a platform to, because I've been burned a couple times in the past of giving someone a platform and then being like, man, maybe that wasn't, and not because the person is a bad person, but because they weren't ready to deal with all of the it sounds weird, but all of the support that they're going to get, because when you start getting a lot of support, you start to feel obligated to post things, or you feel obligated to do things in a certain way because you feel like you have a lot of people that you need to maybe impress or you need to inspire. And so I don't just think, oh, this person has lost weight, I will put them on my channel. I usually will look a lot deeper and say, okay, this person has lost a lot of weight. That's cool. They've kept it off for a long time. That's cool. I've talked to them and I've had conversations, and I feel like they're at a place where they are comfortable with their weight and they feel like they're at a good spot. And so it's hard for me. Like, I don't want to say no and sound like a jerk, but it's more than just losing weight. Like, there's a lot more to it than that, if that makes sense. I am down almost 140 pounds, and you're inspiring me so much right now with workouts and such. You have no idea. Have no idea where to start. Just start with making sure, you know, the simple things like cutting out liquid calories, cutting out just empty calories. Start slow. You don't need to go from 0 to 100 right at the start. Like, you really, really don't. Just got some beef jerky. Y'all want a piece? Yes, I'd love a piece of beef jerky. I've started my journey around 3 weeks ago. Well, not the first time, but the first time I'm actually down to the bottom serious with it. And you were such an incredible inspiration. Thank you so much. Well, that's awesome, Selena. I hope that it works out for you. I really do. Where did you get your glasses? These are from Active Eyewear. It's actually it's a company that is owned by Cara Saunders, formerly Cara Webb, and she is actually a pretty popular CrossFit Games athlete. I met her in Hawaii when I was in Hawaii with Ramwad for the Keala Foundation. And so these are blue light blocking glasses, so that they're not prescription glasses. But I really, really like them a lot. I think they look good on me, which is obviously a plus, but I feel like they do help. If they don't, you know, people say it's pseudoscience and BS, but whatever. I don't know. They don't look bad, so it's not hurting to wear them. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of them. I like them a lot. Like, all of the sunglasses you guys see me wear are hers as well. Any tips for starting up my own health / hiking focused YouTube channel and finding success with that? I wouldn't start off thinking you need to find success, because it's very hard to come by on YouTube. Like, luck is a huge part of it. So I would focus on, how do I make good content before you focus on being successful. So, I mean, as far as like, you know, hiking and weight loss, that's definitely a niche. Is it a niche that people will watch videos on? I don't know. I can't tell you. But I would just, you know, focus on what you can control. Don't focus on being successful. Like, a couple things, like when it comes to YouTube in general, you know, make sure that your titles and thumbnails are enticing, because that is, sadly, it is the most important part of YouTube, is titles and thumbnails. Like, that's what matters. And I'm not the best at it either. Like, you guys probably saw the thumbnail for this live stream. It's trash. It's really bad, but whatever. Like, the live streams, I'm not trying to get a bazillion people in here. Like, it's more just a way for me to talk to you guys, and then like record stuff in the record stuff for the channel for later, and then that's when I think about like a good title and stuff, and thumbnail. But yeah, that's probably that. I mean, that's just general advice for YouTube in general. General advice for you, whatever. And clickbait. Hey, man, I don't clickbait. I just have enticing titles and thumbnails, you know? John, you're the reason I put peanut butter in my oatmeal. As a diabetic, my blood sugars don't like it. As a diabetic, your blood sugar doesn't like just straight up oatmeal. Or, because I know that if you just eat regular oatmeal without anything in it, it can definitely spike your blood sugar. But for a lot of people, putting in fats into meals actually helps with the blood sugar spike. That's why a lot of people don't like try not. That's why a lot of people don't eat like a bunch of fruit just on its own, you know. I really, really, really miss the old style videos, and I know I'm not the only one. Well, that's great. When people say that stuff, I don't know what to tell you. Like, just because you miss them, I'm not going to start changing my content because of what you miss. Like, for me, it's how well is the channel doing? The channel is doing better now than it ever has. So I'm not going to go back to something that wasn't doing as well because some people miss the old videos. Like, I appreciate that you liked watching them. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to completely change my content. Like, you're here in the live stream, so I'm assuming that you enjoy watching this. And if you don't, I don't know why you're here. Like, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, it's I don't know. It's frustrating, and maybe I'm getting a little overly triggered about it. But I just that comment, it's just so frustrating. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, stop making the content I'm making now and do everything that you want me to do? Like, it's frustrating, especially because this is coming from someone that has a check mark. So I'm assuming you make videos. I'm assuming you make content, and then like imagine if someone said that to you, like, oh, you used to make better content back. Like, I don't, it's so frustrating, man. Whatever. Being your own boss, do you find it difficult to stay motivated on some sort of schedule? No, not for me personally. I like doing this stuff, so it's not hard for me to be motivated because like it's just I enjoy it. So it's not like super difficult for me to like make the content or like bring myself to the office or like bring myself to the to come in here and like come up with a video idea or like have the video edited or whatever. Like I just enjoy doing it. So there's no, because like I mean if I had the same passion for this as I did when I was maybe selling cars, it'd probably be really hard for me to stay motivated because I did not like selling cars. Like I didn't enjoy it at all. I was very bad at it. And so then it would be difficult, but that's not how I feel about this, which I definitely feel bad if someone is their own boss and doing something for themselves, but they don't actually really enjoy doing it. That'd be hard, man. That'd be hard. Like there's nothing else I can really say to that other than like that wouldn't be fun. But for me, I enjoy doing this stuff. Like it can be stressful. I think a lot of people when they hear, I enjoy my job or I enjoy what I do, people seem to think that means like you don't struggle at all or you like it's all sunshine and rainbows. Like it's definitely not like that. But the good definitely outweighs the negative, and like there are certainly negatives. Like I'm always working on things. I don't like, for the most part, I don't just get to take a few days off. Like I just kind of do what I can. And so, it's, I enjoy it. So it's not really super hard for me to do it. I thought it wasn't a real job. Well, depending on who you ask, it's either a real job or it's not. I have a lot of extra skin on my arms and thighs. Do you have any advice about exercises that doesn't make the extra skin swing around in a very uncomfortable way? It's starting to be in my way. That's actually a really good question. I would recommend things that aren't going to be too much jumping. So like maybe not running. And if you are going to do things that with jumping, I would recommend wearing compression garments because they actually do help a lot. Like an unbelievable amount. So I would recommend looking into compression stuff. But like things that aren't going to be super that aren't going to cause you to jump, right? So like probably not running, not jump roping. Biking would be really good. Swimming is really good. Going on long walks is really good. Doing honestly, might sound silly, but like doing like bodybuilding style workouts, like I've never had an issue at all. Like when I do my bodybuilding style workouts, I wear shorts and a stringer, which is like shows almost my nipples, right? And I don't have a problem with my loose skin. So like doing anything that's gonna be like bench press, squatting, deadlifting, like curls, all that stuff. Like, or if you don't want to do that, so you want to do more functional stuff. So like push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, all that stuff where it's more static and more like controlled, you're not going to have to deal with that. But if you're doing like HIIT workouts with like, Chloe Ting challenges and all these things where you're like doing a bunch of lunges and jumps and like it's going to be annoying. So if that is, and I'm not saying you can't do that because I like doing those types of workouts too, but if you are going to do those workouts, I would invest in some compression gear. And it doesn't have to be super expensive. Like I get Under Armour stuff, which works great. I've had some of their stuff for years. Just get it from Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm sure you can find it online as well. But like, I don't want to discourage anyone from doing that type of stuff. Like, I don't want to discourage anyone from running. I like running. I don't want to discourage anyone from doing like HIIT workouts or CrossFit. But if you are going to do that, it's like, okay, I need to take an extra precaution so my loose skin isn't annoying me, right? Guys, happy hour in 15 minutes. What's a low caloric alcohol do you recommend? I've heard, I don't really drink at all, but I've heard people recommend like rum and Diet Coke. That could be a good option for you. Like usually staying away from like the mixed drinks and beers. It's probably a good plan. And then, I mean, if you just want to like drink, like take shots probably would be better. But yeah, I mean, this is coming from someone that doesn't drink at all. So I don't know what to tell you there. John, I'm loving the jean jacket, but it's missing some big obnoxious iron-on patches. I agree. I think it definitely could have some more character to it. I think that'll be something that I do at some point. Not rum, too much sugar. Oh, well, I don't know. Yeah, I just like, I got dressed today. Well, I took a walk today. That was like because today's my off day of training. So I took a walk as like my active recovery. And when I got home, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to get like, kind of like wear actual clothes, you know? And so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I definitely, I think I'm going to get some patches or something. That'd be cool. Also, this is something that's big. I'm actually going to be moving. I can start actually moving in today. So today is our official move-in day. I'm not moving far. I'm moving like 2 miles away from where I live now. But it's going to be a bigger place. I'm still going to be living with my brother and sister-in-law. They're actually having a baby soon. So we got a bigger place. I'm still helping with like rent and stuff like that. So that's why I live there. But I have like my own floor basically, which is nice. So it's going to be a bigger place. We're gonna have a garage so we can do garage gym. So hopefully at some point we can like outfit the whole garage, and then I'll be able to do like live workouts. I think that would be really fun. Like live workouts, like kind of show you guys little things that I'm doing. Even if it's just 20-minute hit workouts or something like that, I think that could be really cool. But yeah. Yeah, do you want a kitten? I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to, I'd have to talk to my roommates about that. Because then I could have the kitten here. You know what I'm saying? Like, because cats are much more chill. So, like, I could just have it chilling. And then I could bring them over. And it would be great. Don't forget about adopting a shelter pet and moving in with Amanda. It's all planned out. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I would love a kitten. But then I might lose a boyfriend. Did I miss the FEEDERISM part? Nah, you didn't miss it. Are you a cat person? I am 1000% more a dog person. Like, I am definitely more a dog person, but I'm not a cat hater. The only problem with cats that I have is that there's like two types of cats, okay? There's one type that is super chill and lovey and cute, and they just do their own thing. There's only two types, okay? That's one type of cat. And then the second type of cat are evil, and they conspire against you, and they try to kill you at every moment that they can. So there's only two types. So the reason I'm scared to get a cat is because I don't want to get the second type. I only want the first type. But it's very possible that I could get the second type of cat that hates me, and all they want to do is kill me, right? And so that's why I am nervous about getting a cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only two types. Just saying. Everyone drink your water, okay, guys? That is a hardcore stereotype, John. Hey, it's a stereotype, but it's also true. You know what I'm saying? You should go to a cat cafe and check some out. I did. I've been to a cat cafe. I was in a cat cafe in LA. It was actually really cool. Look into adult cats at shelters and read about their personalities. They have written about them. Do this. Some of them will conspire to murder you, just so you know. John, did a cat try to murder you or something? No, I actually have had a lot of cats growing up. And so, like, we've had a couple. Like, I feel like I've had more cats that are, like, conspiring to murder you and just don't care about you. And they don't care. Like, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want you to pet them. They don't want you to look at them. Like, that's most of the cats that I've had have been like that. Versus, like, super loving and wanting you to be around them. So I think I've definitely been soured to cats because most of the cats I've had growing up were well, okay, I was young and we also kind of weren't the nicest to the cat. You know what I mean? Like, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, look, a cat, and you just grab it and so I'm sure that played a part into it. And so yeah. Oh, it's Christmas. That's right, dude. It's definitely Christmas. I had a cat that used to hide on the top of a refrigerator, then jump on your head and attack your face. See, I'm telling you, dude. Cat scratches as wake-up calls aren't fun. But I do think that, I don't know, maybe it could be cool to have a cat. I don't know. I'm open to the idea, but again, it's not up to just me. I'd have to talk to my roommates. And it's definitely it would be I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan of litter boxes as well. And like, I know that I would have to deal with that, especially like, because if I brought the cat to the office with me all the time, it would smell like poop in here. And I don't like, I'm not sure if I really want that, you know? And I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot to think about. I like cats because they are so independent, but I got a dog. They're having a baby. Getting a cat is only fair. Get the odor control litter and change it a lot. Joins the stream. Smells like poop in here. No, it doesn't smell like poop in here right now. We're all good right now. Litter boxes only smell if you don't clean them enough. A lot of owners don't, but for normal boxes, they should be cleaned daily. Definitely at least daily, for sure. Self-cleaning litter box. Well, that sounds interesting. What are your thoughts on BMI? That's like, I don't want to say it's a loaded question, but it's like, it's a big question. I think that in general, I don't think it can be a tool to help maybe to help someone understand maybe the implications of their health or the implications that their weight might be having on their health. But again, it's just a very small part of the puzzle. It's a small piece of the puzzle. Like, it's not the end all be all. I think it's silly if we just looked at BMI and we looked at my BMI, I am obese, right? My BMI is obese because I'm 5'8", and I weigh 210 pounds. So that's like, clinically that's obese. But like, obviously I don't think I'm obese. If I was, I'd have to change my name to just obese and then to nothing. Yeah, so it's just like a tool. It's just a tool. Plus our dog loves to eat cat poop, so that's awesome. Oh God, no, that's not good. I got a dwarf hamster yesterday and named her Poo Poo. Thoughts? Sounds like, I can't think of a better name for a hamster, to be honest. Change your Instagram handle to obese. Obese to slightly less obese. True. I have found my cat's diet also affect how strong the smell is, which makes sense. I buy the expensive stuff. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. Man, my streams are the weirdest things on the planet. I swear. Like, why are we talking about cat poop? Okay, it doesn't make no sense. When you were losing weight, how did you deal with holidays like Christmas that are basically centered around food? That's a good question. So for me, I like to treat. So just to be honest, there was a time in my life when I was like really focused on losing weight, where during the holidays I was very strict with myself and I didn't really allow myself to eat food. And I don't eat like a bunch of extra food. So I don't want, like, if that's where you are, I think that's okay. And I don't think people should feel bad for being in that position. Okay. So if that's where you are, totally understandable. But I think that, like, my plan going forward, my plan for the past few years, my plan for probably the rest of my life is this when it comes to holidays, okay? And eating. Dan, title FEEDERISM, the chat, cat poop. Hey, man, we do what we can. But, so for me, I like to treat the holiday as a day, right? So if it is time to eat, if it is Thanksgiving, if it's Christmas, if it's, Hanukkah, whatever holiday you celebrate, I allow myself to eat food on that day, right? Or on that meal, right? Usually it's one meal, but even if it's the full day, that's fine too. I allow myself that day to eat what I want. Now, I'm not saying, I said that on purpose like that, okay? So I didn't say eat whatever I want, eat what I want. Not overindulge myself, not gorge myself, not make myself feel sick from eating, but I allow myself to eat what I want that day. Okay? That's the most important thing, because then the next day I don't need to continue to eat that way. But I think I should, and I think that a lot of people can actually, it could be a really nice thing to enjoy the holiday, enjoy your friends and family, I'm not sure how much enjoying friends and family we can have right now with the current situation, but you know what I mean. Enjoy that day, enjoy that meal. Don't make yourself feel bad about it. The next day, get back to your routine, whatever that might be, and move on. Like, because one day, even if you went crazy, is not going to spoil like a lot of hard work. It's just not, right? But what will spoil that hard work is if you decide to eat Monday bad, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you're like, and then for people when they do that, they're like, well, shoot, man, I'm no longer on my routine. Like I've fallen off, right? Like if you have one day where you eat what you want and it's Christmas or Thanksgiving, like there's nothing wrong with that. I don't use the term cheat meal or cheat day. I just live life. I include everything that's part of life. That's the only thing that has changed is the frequency. That's 100% I agree. That was a great way to put it. Thanksgiving, I just want stuffing and gravy. Yeah, I'm excited. Why do people act like the holidays a couple days a year are why or why not they're losing weight? Come on now, it's ridiculous. I don't think it's ridiculous. I think that I understand. I understand why people get stressed out about it, because if you are in a really good spot and you feel like you've been continuously losing, a lot of people, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is how I felt. Like if I was continuously losing and then like I knew in my head like there's this week where I might not lose, like that really was like kind of scary to me and disheartening. And like I understand feeling that. I understand feeling that way, okay? But I think at the same time, to really look at it objectively and be like, if you have a week where you don't lose or say you gain a pound, like, but you continue to stay on track after that, it's really not the end of the world. But I do understand why people get a little stressed out. And like, I think the reason people get so stressed out is because people don't treat it as Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like I know there's other holidays, but I mean in America, those are the two big ones when we're talking about like a lot of food, right? Thanksgiving and Christmas. And because they are so close together, a lot of times they just kind of bleed into each other. For a lot of people, it's just like the end of November and all of December just ends up being like a gluttonous kind of month. Like that happens to a lot of people, and I don't think like that doesn't make you a bad person, but like what I'm trying to say is that treat it as a day, enjoy that day, but then like if you can do this, not many people can do this, but if you have control over the food in the house, like get rid of those leftovers, give them to people, or especially like it's easy if you go somewhere and eat, right? If you're going over to your mom's house, you're going over to your family's house, you just leave the food there. You don't have to bring any back with you, and then you're good, right? You're like, I don't have any leftovers, I'm good to go. But if you're at the house where you're holding this is the struggle with me, was because we always had the parties at my house when I was growing up. And so we would have an immense amount of food after Thanksgiving or Christmas. And so that's hard when the food's there. So gorging myself from Thanksgiving till New Year is a bad idea. If you're trying to lose weight, probably not going to help you out. Holiday foods used to scare me because I was in this all or nothing mentality. I try as much as I can to work on my perfectionism. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know about y'all, but my family does both a Christmas Eve dinner and a fat Christmas Day lunch. Oh, wow. That sounds interesting. Yep, I always try to share the food and give away the leftovers. It's not holiday eating until you're forced to lay on the floor and think about your decisions. Yeah. Or like just be like so full that you're just like, I don't know how I was able to eat that much food. Like that's how I was. That's how it used to be for me. Like I used to eat so much that I was just like physically sick. Not good. It can be stressful when others around you are able to celebrate with food in a healthy way, but you can't seem to find balance. I understand that for sure. I do like one of my favorite things, my favorite like Thanksgiving, and we usually would have it at Christmas too, like treat is pumpkin pie. Like I am a pumpkin pie fan. I don't care what anyone says, as long as there's a lot of whipped cream on it. That is usually like, that's pretty much my favorite treat. And then like food wise, I'm like a big fan of, I mean, honestly, I'm like Thanksgiving, I'm a fan of everything, and I like to mix everything together. My family, when I was growing up, we used to always have rolls. We would that would be the last thing that would get, the rolls would come out of the oven, and that's when we'd start eating. So they'd be crispy and warm, and I'd normally make little roll sandwiches. I know that might sound weird, but I'd put turkey in it, and then mashed potatoes and gravy, cranberry sauce, and everything, and then eat little mini sandwiches, little dinner roll sandwiches. And that would be how I would start my plate, and then I'd finish everything off by itself. But oh man, so good. So good. Yeah, sliced ham is good too. The issue with turkey is that it's really good, but it really has to be cooked well. Because if it's overcooked, it's dry and it's so bad. Ham is a lot harder to mess up, but I feel when turkey is good, I personally think it's better. I think that might just be because I don't have turkey any other time of the year, so it feels more special. Because ham, you can have ham whenever. I don't know. Does that make sense? I'm lucky that the family I celebrate Thanksgiving with are health-oriented. Lots of super yummy roasted veggies. I swear I eat my body weight in carrots then. Oh, man. That's a lot of fiber, bro. Cooking turkey seems like rocket science to me. Oh, same here. Yeah, 100%. Me as a vegan? Sorry. Oh, man. You and your sandwiches. We need you to get you a sticker for your car saying "I love sandwiches." Hey, it's the best food. I don't know what to tell you. That's what I ate for lunch today, actually. I sometimes make ham because after the third turkey dinner, I am turkeyed out. That's understandable. Is stuffing vegan? Yeah, right. I don't know. Will the stream be uploaded? So all of the YouTube streams are cataloged, and if you're on the Discord, you can access all of them through the announcements channel. But also, if you're actually watching this right now, and you if you go to your recently watched on YouTube, it'll stay up, and you can watch it through there as well. So you can always watch them. And then if you are on Twitch as well, those are always saved too, so you can watch all the Twitch ones as well. So if you like watching the live streams, and you bored one day, you can go to Twitch and actually watch all of the Twitch live streams I've done, and they're all in their entirety. They are saved onto Twitch. My mom makes both turkey and ham because she throws down in the kitchen. I mean, I feel like you should always have both turkey and ham, personally. Sandwiches are basically the perfect food. So versatile, so balanced, so delicious. I agree. 100% I agree. Thanks because late here, but the topic is really interesting to me. No problem. I should jump into Discord more and chat with everything, but life is so busy. Hey, no, don't worry about it. I do like your podcast style you got going on now. It's easier when I'm at work to listen to. Well, thanks, Kitty. I appreciate it. I told you they're expiring Twitch. What do you mean? This will be my first Thanksgiving on my weight loss journey, and I'm really nervous. You got it. My mom makes the dressed turkey. Oh my gosh. We banned it from holiday meals. Savage, dude. Poor mom. My mom makes 2 giant pans of baked mac and cheese with loads of butter. It is a heart attack waiting to happen, but so good. Yikes. Holy moly, I'm actually watching this live. Hello, live Beastie Boy. What's up, Jinx? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How about turducken? No, I'm good. Is Cali on lockdown again? Yeah, we are. Sad face. Well, at least San Diego is. I live in Canada, so I had my Thanksgiving a while ago. LOL. I just ate. So with the Canadian Thanksgiving, is it like similar foods to the American Thanksgiving? You know what I mean? Like, is it similar things? Because I know it's like for a different reason, right? I had a lovely, delicious meal in October, Canadian Thanksgiving, and a piece of cheesecake with real sugar and full-fat ice cream for dessert. That sounds good to me. Yep, Canada is the same. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, there you go. You learn something new every day. I see your tree is up. What is your favorite thing about Christmas? Personally, for me, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the vibe. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the music and, like, I don't know. It's like a time of reflection for, like, what the next year will bring. I think this year will definitely be, an interesting one because this year has been so crazy. And a lot of people have a lot of hopes for 2021. There's a lot of things that have changed. But at the same time, like, who knows what's going to change, really, right? But I think that's kind of the thing that motivates, or like that I like about it, is like there's hope. I think that's the best way to explain it. Like, there's hope in the air, which is nice. When even is Thanksgiving? I think it's the 25th of this month. So holy crap, it's in 6 days. Wow. I like the vibe too. I'm not religious, so I enjoy time set aside to be good to our family and friends and reflect on the good in our lives. Yeah, I agree. The 24th? The 26th? I don't know when it is. It's usually around the 25th. That's all I know, okay? Thanksgiving is on the 3rd Thursday of November. Well, there you go. It's so weird that it's on the 3rd Thursday. I think it's such a strange thing. If I'm late, new stream setup. Well, Cloudy, if you ever came to the Twitch streams, you'd know that I've had this for like 2 weeks, but you know, no big deal. I'm not mad or anything, but you know, it's fine. It's the 4th Thursday in November. Man, y'all see, that's the problem. Y'all don't even know when it is. People saying it's the 3rd Thursday. People saying it's the 4th Thursday. People say it's ridiculous. I'm not American. Could you explain Thanksgiving to me? So it's the, it's basically, it means different stuff now, but the reason it was started, it was basically to, celebrate, the pilgrims coming over and like settling America. And then like the meal that they had with the Native Americans, which all of that is, you know, revisionist history, and it's none of it's really real. So now I would say it's more just, in America at least, it's a reason for families to come together and enjoy each other and give thanks for the things that you have. That's kind of, that's why it exists now. Yeah. Do y'all remember that holiday in The Simpsons when they would whack snakes with clubs? No, I do not remember that. I need to know, did Calorie Deficit help with the decorations? Well, him and Amanda, so he's back here. It's Mr. Cal, chilling. But he did help a little bit. It's his first Christmas, so he's excited. I wish we had Thanksgiving in the UK. Instead, we just have Pancake Day. Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with that. Your beard is gone. That's right. The true American holiday in November is Black Friday. Sadly, that is very true now. Like, I remember when Black Friday started. Like, do you guys remember when Black Friday started and all the newscasters had to explain why it was called Black Friday? Do you guys remember that? Like, now they don't have to do that. People just, they get it. But, like, everyone, I remember, like, they would always have to explain why it's called Black Friday, blah, blah, blah. Like, now it's just like it's just a thing. What's up, Danny? Oh, man. It's not always the last Thursday in November. Sometimes there are 5. So it's the 4th Thursday in November, I guess. Freely said she was making a video about you. Yeah, she left a comment, but I still haven't seen the video yet. And she actually deleted her comment, which kind of sucks, because I was actually looking, I hope that she actually does make the video, because I would love to see what she has to say about me, but no video is up yet, sadly. So, oh well. No, it's the 3rd. Jesus, dude. Who freaking cares, okay? That's what I think. I'm going to look it up. I'm looking this up right now. Okay? All right. Thanksgiving is November the 26th. Why is Thanksgiving so late in 2020? Almost 100 years later, in 1863, President Abraham Lincoln declared that Thanksgiving holiday would be celebrated on the last Thursday in November. So it is the last Thursday in November. So it's the last Thursday in November. That's when it is. Okay? There we go. It's solved. Here, let's look it up. Why is it called Black Friday? So the term Black Friday was first used on September in the 1950s. Philadelphia police used the Black Friday term to refer to the day between Thanksgiving and the Army-Navy Day game. Huge crowds of shoppers and tourists went to the city that Friday, and cops had to work long hours to cover. That's not what I've heard. Black Friday refers to the day after Thanksgiving and is symbolically seen as the start of the critical holiday shopping season. Historically, Black Friday was also a day in Here we go. There we go. This is the one I've heard before. Black Friday refers to the day after Thanksgiving and is symbolically seen as the start of the critical holiday shopping season. Historically, Black Friday was also a day in 1869 in which the price of gold tanked and stock markets tumbled in response. Stores offer big discounts on electronics, toys, and other gifts, or at least the first opportunity for consumers to buy whatever the hottest products are. Also important to retailers, Cyber Monday, the first day back to work, many consumers after a long holiday weekend. I know. Very interesting stuff, you guys. Very interesting stuff. It's known as Black Eye Friday where I live. Do you have Boxing Day in the USA? It's the day after Christmas. No, we don't. We do not. That is National Return Stuff to the Store Day. You got a PS5? No, I didn't. I haven't gotten any of the new next generation consoles. I went from overweight to anorexic to obese, restrictive ED to BED. I'm talking with a therapist and a doctor trying to lose weight safely and slowly. You got it. We believe in you. You can do it. Is the title clickbait or what? No, it's not. We're going to talk about it at some point, you know. But it's my first time back in a while, so I wanted to say hi to everybody. What are you getting for Christmas? I have no idea. Have you played Animal Crossing? Yeah, I have I had a 5-star island. It's probably overgrown and disheveled now, but it is, you know, I did have a 5-star island at some point. If you play Elder Scrolls, don't get PS5. I'm assuming that they're not I'm assuming that they are not going to release it on PS5. We've missed you. I missed you too, Kate. What's up, Megan? Yeah, he gave up on Animal Crossing like a savage. Well, once I got the 5-star island, I was like, well, I'm done with my thing, you know? I miss your Fall Guy streams. Well, then you should definitely join the Twitch channel because that's where I do gaming streams. John is getting a cat for Christmas. He did the same thing with Fall Guys. Hey, that's how I am with games, okay? I am very much so, like, goal-oriented. Like, when I hit a goal, I'm done. I want to move on, okay? So with Fall Guys, I got 3 wins. I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with this now, you know? I've recently subbed to your YouTube channel. I love what you do. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's why he keeps playing Among Us. He's still bad at it. Whatever. I see how it is. 3 wins in a row? No, not 3 wins in a row. How are you so tanned? Well, it's still pretty warm here in San Diego, so the sun is still shining. But I'm not all tan. I have like a really bad tan line, actually. I'm not sure if you can see it. Look at that. There it is. I am the same way. Once I hit everything in Animal Crossing, I was like, I can't keep up with the decorating all the time. Yeah, that's definitely not for me. Am I going crazy or do y'all hear music? Yeah, I have music on in the background. That's how we do it here, all right? I lost 30 pounds, but so I got obsessed with weighing myself every day. I would get upset if I gained, so I stopped weighing myself only once a week. How do I know if my diet is working? I would say there's not going to be a thing that's going to be like, this is how you know, but I would if you feel full and you feel like you're not overindulging and you're continuing, like if you're worried about weighing yourself, like if you feel like your clothes are fitting a little bit better or they're maybe getting looser, or they're getting too big. There's so many ways to track progress that aren't the scale. Are you able to do this thing that you weren't able to do before? Like there's so many things. You must live in the sun. I avoid it for health reasons. Well, I mean, I'm not like a super white dude. Like even when it's like winter, like right now it's fall in August. Like I don't turn like pasty white. It's just not my skin color isn't. That's not my skin color. I definitely get whiter. Like I am more tan now than I am like then I'll probably be in the middle of December or January, February. But I don't get like super white. So yeah. The scale is just one tool in the toolbox. Keep in mind you're supposed to feel better, i.e. not feeling stuffed with food and be more able to do activities. Yeah, I agree. Olive John. Yeah, I mean kind of. I'm not super. I mean I'm definitely white. I'm really olive, so I turn yellow when I am pale. Will you talk about specific feeder YouTubers? Not really. I have a plan. I mean, there's a video that I'm gonna be talking about, but it's not like I'm not gonna be calling out people or anything like that. What is a good heart rate during a 30-minute run? It's impossible to say because everyone's heart rate is gonna be different, so it's hard for me to say. I love the Christmas decor. Thanks, Lena. I don't want to self-promo here, but I have a pretty bomb video on keeping a healthy mindset while losing weight. I have vampirically white skin. Is it okay to feel hungry when losing weight? Obviously not starving, but moderately hungry. I mean, it's okay to feel that way, but you don't have to feel that way. Like if you find foods that are going to fill you up and that are like have more volume to them, you probably won't feel hungry. So there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not necessary. I'm so pale. People have called me a vampire since middle school. Hey, man, it is what it is. I'm Asian, so I'm Homer Simpson yellow. I'm sure you're not that yellow. What's BPM? Why is mine so low? Like 45. Well, if that's your resting heart rate, that's really not that bad. My resting heart rate is pretty low. Like I have a pretty low resting heart rate. Like mine's usually in like the 30s. But like a normal resting heart rate is anywhere from like the 30s up to like the like some people actually, like usually this is unhealthy, but like some people's resting heart rate can be up to 100. I know that like being in like I think 60 to 70 is like the pretty normal range, but if you have like a lower resting heart rate, like for me, I have a pretty low one because of how much activity I do and how much I run and work out and stuff. So normally like long distance endurance runners will actually have a really, really low heart rate because of just how much they move. But yeah. I'm also that weird in between Asian where I'm half white, half Asian. So I look Mexican, but you can't quite tell what if you're just left confused and distraught after looking at me. I don't wear shorts, not for being chonky, but because light reflects off my whiteness. 30 seems too low, John. Yeah, people always say that when whenever I bring it up, but I've talked to many people and there's no problems with having a heart rate that low. As long as you don't have any symptoms of having a low heart rate, which I don't, like passing out and all that stuff. So it's just a symptom of like it fluctuates. Like right now it's like 40 because I've been dealing with my back injury, so I actually haven't been able to work out as much. So when my volume increases, my heart rate usually will go down, and then because right now my volume is pretty like not that high, so it's like closer to 40 now, and so I would be worried about it if I felt like I was like feeling really terrible because of my low heart rate, or like if I didn't, like a lot of people have really low heart rate if they're like struggling with eating enough food, because they're so sedentary, right? Like people that struggle with like anorexia. Obviously I don't feel that way, so I don't feel like it's I don't feel like it's an issue, you know? My resting heart rate is around 85 because of my anxiety disorder. Unless I'm in a dark room with other comforting things, it goes down to 50 for a few hours. My resting heart rate is like 100 for some reason. My heart rate has always been super high, to be honest. Yeah, mine was higher when I was bigger, for sure. How to get six-pack as a truck driver? Well, it's going to be the same as anyone else. You're going to have to make sure you're in a deficit and make sure you're training. Hey, John, what are some good foods that keep you full when losing weight? I personally really like salads are going to be really helpful. Obviously, you have to be careful about what type of dressing you use. But like salads, I like stir fry a lot because you can add a ton of vegetables into it and it still tastes good. Yeah, and then like egg whites can be really good because you can get a lot of volume from those. Like egg white scramble with like a ton of like egg whites with a ton of veggies in there. Like there's tons of different things. It's hard for me to give an answer because so many people don't like so many things when it comes to food. So I love your decor, homie. Well, thank you so much. How do I stop comparing myself to others? Well, there's no simple answer to that, but like the answer is you just have to stop doing it. I understand that that's like duh, but it's like you gotta like, if that means maybe deleting people off of social media, that can be a really empowering thing. But it really comes down to you just gotta stop comparing yourself. Like understand, like one thing that's really important that people forget is like everyone that posts stuff online is posting, almost everyone is posting their highlight reel. Okay, so they're posting things they want you to see. But what people end up doing is they compare their, like, I like to call it like your cutting room floor or your bloopers to someone's highlight reel. So if you're doing that, like for me, if I were to compare myself to some super jacked dude, like that would be pointless, right? Like, so it's just stop like it's so normal to compare something that you're insecure about to something that someone obviously is very happy with and they want to share it with a bunch of people. So, yeah. I discovered oven roasted veggies. Now I eat gigantic plates of food and still maintain my goal weight. Well, there you go. What's your go-to order at Chipotle? That's a good question. I'm actually probably going to get Chipotle tonight. But so my go-to order, it's not a low-calorie thing at all. Like Chipotle for me is like a treat. It's just like when I know I'm going to eat Chipotle, I usually eat a little bit less throughout the day. But for me, I get a bowl with white rice, pinto beans. I'll usually get, if they have carne asada, I get double carne asada. I'll get fajita veggies, and then I'll get mild and corn salsa, and then guacamole and lettuce. I don't do any like cheese or sour cream, and then I'll get chips to dip in there, and then I'll usually put on the hot sauce on top. That's my Chipotle order. Again, not like a low-calorie thing at all, but it's a treat to me. So, oven roasted Brussels sprouts are the only way to eat Brussels sprouts. So they are good. I will not lie. I just can't eat too many of them because your boy will have really bad gas. I found that pairing eggs with leafy greens and mixed berries gives me protein, vegetable, and fruit servings all at once, and it's delicious. Well, there you go. See, that's what it's all about. It's like finding things that you like that work for you. You know, like that's awesome. TMI, hey man, I feel like that's a pretty normal thing. If you have a lot of fiber, like you fart. Like I don't know what to tell you, man. You get gas. Like that's a normal thing. I feel like we should normalize gas. You know, that's my goal for 2021. Normalize having gas. My resting heart rate is in the mid 50s to 60 during quarantine, but also I never checked it before. I got me a Fitbit and I used to bike everywhere. Then when I had to go. Everyone's got issues for getting full. I have a problem with getting myself to just stop. I have to find something to turn my taste buds off. I try to eat at least 8,000 calories. Shut up, dude. My friend was vegan and he farted at work all the time. O2B 2021. Free the farts. That's right. Dude, I need to lose 100 pounds in 12 months. Suggest a good workout and diet. I would focus on the diet first. You don't need to lose 100 pounds in 12 months. Like, I'm sure you want to for something, but, like, you can't look at it like that. Also, I have this, this is, like, the hair tie I used to use for my hair. For some reason, I still have it on my wrist. I don't know if I want to not have it on my wrist because it's, like, I've gotten used to it being there. When I was like wearing a hat, I would just put it on my wrist. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm a vegan and I don't fart a lot. Maybe it comes out at night. I don't know. Base weight loss on how you look, because you might say 100 pounds, but you don't. You might be content with 80 pounds. Yeah, that's a good point. What do you recommend for boredom eating? I would say just try and find something that's not going to be like, if you feel like trying to stop boredom eating might be too hard, or like there's just like, no, that will never happen. I would suggest finding something that would take up the boredom eating thing, and so eat fruit, or eat, try and find something that's going to be a little bit healthier than eating like a ton of like calories, or for boredom eating, chew gum. I think that can help. For a lot of people though, it can actually, I know we keep talking about gas, but like chewing too much gum can actually really cause really bad gas issues. You have to be a little bit careful with that. Like, it can cause some like discomfort in your stomach. But I think that can actually, it really can be helpful, but it might not work for everyone. Hey, Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda. Video games and crafting helps with boredom eating. Can't eat when my hands are busy. Yeah, that's right. Carrots with lemon juice and salt. Nice snack. That sounds good. Do you have any tips for continuing to work on yourself when you feel a lot of shame? I mean, I would just say, like, continue working on yourself. Like, a lot of people have shame for a lot of different reasons, but like, you shouldn't, like, a lot of people struggle with like feeling like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point in working on myself because I'm not this or I'm not that or whatever? Like, I would challenge you to be like, just because you have problems, that doesn't mean you're broken, right? Like, everyone has problems. Everyone does. And so you should celebrate the fact that you are, you're different. You have your own, little intricacies that make you different from other people. But that doesn't mean that you're broken or inherently not worth working on. Because I think if I thought that way about myself, like if I thought, I'm so big and I've struggled to, because like, I tried to lose weight so many times before I lost this weight this time. If I thought to myself, you know what, I just can't lose weight, I'm broken, like there's something wrong with me, I should just give up trying. Like I don't want to think about where I'd be, So like, just because you might feel like there's something wrong with you, and maybe there is, like I'm not trying to discredit your feelings, that shouldn't take away from the fact that you can still improve yourself regardless of where you might be right now. And that's for free. Bam. Hey, I just wanted to say I love your videos. I have lost 10 kg, 22 pounds. I appreciate you putting the American version of the weight so far and hoping to lose another 10 kilograms. Your videos inspire me, so thanks. Well, thank you so much, Taylor. I appreciate that very much. What's up? What's up, Musicana? Have you ever tried poke bowl? Yes, I have. I love poke. It's very good. I'm weird. Like, I don't like eating cooked fish, but I'll eat raw fish, like sushi and poke. Like I don't mind eating that, but like cooked fish, I'm not really a fan of. Did I miss the reaction? No, you have not missed it. I just wish I could live my life and not constantly worry about food, calories, weight, etc. You will get there. It just takes time. Like it really does. It just takes time. How do you get over people seeing you in general? Like people looking at me? I don't know. I just deal with it. You know what I mean? OMG, no smoked salmon? No, that sounds disgusting to me. What? Any tips for not being hungry during finals? I'm sitting a lot, but I am still losing weight too quickly. I would try and add stuff that is going to be more calorically dense. That, like something that's going to be high in fat, like maybe trail mix or something, like having that with you and just like eating a handful of that, you'll be surprised at how many calories can be in that. Thoughts on juice cleanses? I've wanted to try one to work on my relationship with food / working on control. I would probably advise against doing a juice fast to work on those things. They can actually be really detrimental to a healthy relationship with food, because you like there's no like a juice cleanse or a juice fast. Like people think it's gonna reset the thing that your body. It just your body doesn't work like that. So there's no reason to force yourself to be starving and like really hungry to like restart something in your body. Like that's not how your body works. So I would advise honestly against it, which I normally don't do with things like, yeah. Do you get tan lines from your skin? Yeah, I do. That's funny. Yeah, I have like weird tan lines on my lower abdomen because my loose skin. Just got some salmon. My relationship with fish isn't great, but salmon is supposed to be really awesome. Well, the thing that's important, this is important with food. Like, if you don't feel like you have to eat any type of food because it's healthy, okay? So, like, whatever food that might be, it could be kale, it could be salmon, it could be Brussels sprouts, like, don't feel like you have to eat any type of food because it's healthy. Like, you can find alternatives for any type of food out there. Like, so, like, the reason I say that is because people will start forcing themselves to eat these things that they don't actually like to eat. And that's not sustainable. Like, if you're always eating Brussels sprouts, but you're like, I freaking hate Brussels sprouts, it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it. Don't force yourself to do that. So I'm not, like, if you end up liking the salmon, like, by all means, continue eating it. But if you, like, try it and you're like, oh my God, I hate this, don't force yourself to continue eating it. Like, that, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm telling you right now. Don't do it. Hey, Seeker, thank you so much for the $5. Very nice of you. I made sheet pan roast with salmon, Brussels sprouts, blueberries, red onion, balsamic vinegar with minced garlic, and it's bomb. Well, I had a sandwich with some chips, and that was good too, okay? And it took me about 30 seconds to make it, so bam. Looks like I'll have to rewatch the stream 70 minutes late. Well, Danny, we haven't even gotten into the reaction, so you're all good. I've just been hanging out with all the peeps because I missed everyone. That took me 20 minutes, so still 19 and a half minutes longer than it took me. I had couscous. That sounds good. I'm just kidding, Megan. Don't be mad at me. Megan showing off her cooking skills. I know, it must be nice. I love salmon. That's how I read salmon every time. Even though it's pronounced salmon, I read it as salmon every time. That's like with any word that's weird. I always read it as something wrong. Help with all or nothing mentality, please. Well, I mean, there's nothing I can really do to like make you stop being like all or nothing, but like my recommendation is to understand like you don't need to go from 0 to 100. Like you just don't. Like the amount of progress you can make, like for me at least, like the amount of progress I made by just cutting out fast food, soda, and junk food was immense. Like it was huge. And so like understand that you can make small changes that can make big results. Like you really can. Ellen, thank you so much. Hashtag sandwich diet. I'm eating my chicken sandwich right now and it's delicious. That's right, Ellen. You know what's up.
Hey.
All right, everyone, let's get into this. Let's get into this, my dudes. All right, you guys. So today I want to talk about, this video was actually sent into my Discord a good amount of times. And so this video that we're going to be going over, just kind of a disclaimer to anyone out there that might, might be triggered by this. So a little bit of a trigger warning. If like FEEDERISM or like forcing someone to eat or anything like that might trigger you, you might want to click off this video. I mean, I feel like you saw the title of the video, so you should be fine. But so the title of this video is in a relationship with a feeder, my story. So this is, wow, okay. This is from the YouTuber Erie Go Brock. I'm probably saying that wrong. But this is her video, and I've heard that it's a pretty interesting pretty interesting video. So let's go into it, and I'm kind of curious to see what she has to say, because I haven't seen it at all. So I'm kind of curious to see what her thoughts are here. So here we go.
Hey guys, I'm still shocked to this moment that most of you have stuck around and you didn't go anywhere. You're still subscribed. This is shocking because I haven't been here for over a year, and
I'm assuming that she makes YouTube videos, and I've never heard of her, so I don't know like what types of videos she made back in the past, but yeah.
I think you deserve to know what happened to me over the course of this year, and it's very important for me to tell my story, and it's pretty morbid, so I have to release trigger warnings. This is a story about FEEDERISM. This is a story about dark fetishes and emotional abuse. So
again, like she said herself, like if those are things that maybe will trigger you at all, maybe again, this video might not be for you. I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit. She talks a little slow, so there we go, and let's keep going.
If you are not willing to listen to something like that, you shouldn't. Just don't watch. For the rest of you, my name is Rachel. I am from an Eastern European country originally, and
I don't know what it is, but what's up, Ian? My friend Ian's here. I don't know what it is about these accents, but they are very cool to me.
Course of the last year and a half, I was in an abusive relationship with a feeder. I met this guy on Tinder, and I immediately fell in love. I don't know how to explain this. I was smitten. He was intelligent. He was funny. He was...
Y'all need to be careful on Tinder and Bumble, okay? Some of y'all getting too comfortable there. I was one of them back in the day. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, it is what it is.
Handsome, very handsome. And he showered me with compliments. Before that, I was very unsure about the whole dating experience because the country that I moved to, it's thinness that is valued in women, and I felt a little bit left out because I have always been on the bigger side. I've never been morbidly obese, and I'm simply overweight, but still on the bigger side. So this guy was perfect. His name was Dan. Let's call him Dan.
I bet his real name was actually Dan. She's like, oh crap. I did that once in a video. I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna lie. Like his name's not really what I said just now.
And it was wonderful. He treated me beautifully the first few months. We would be going out to dinner dates 2 or 3 times a week. He would always pay for them, and he would always encourage me to eat dessert, to eat something deep fried. And I never really paid attention to this. I didn't know about the feeder community. I was pretty innocent when it came to fetishes and stuff.
So this is just for anyone out there. If you just started dating someone and they're very nice at the start, it's probably going to be a red flag, okay?
Stuff like that. I did not know what was in store for me. So I just thought, oh, he's so sweet, but I shouldn't have that dessert. I shouldn't have that pie. I mean, no, you're beautiful. You're wonderful. You should definitely have this dessert. Over the course of the 4 months that we were dating, we never had sex. He said that he wants to establish emotional connection first, and then we will explore the intimate side of our relationship.
I mean, that sounds good to me. It's probably better than most dudes nowadays, at least at the start.
I have high sex drive, but I decided he's a keeper. He's such a good guy. I can wait. 4 months into the relationship, he invites me to a dinner with his family, and of course, all ladies here will understand it's an important event when a guy that you're dating invites you to meet his mom and his dad, and you always feel special, that it's a pretty important event. I came to his parents' house, and I was surprised because all of his family members were morbidly obese, and he himself was skinny. And I thought either his mom cheated on his dad, or Dan just...
Dang, dude. she just went straight for it.
Won a genetic lottery. In the house, I saw pictures of his family, And one of these pictures included a morbidly obese man. And I asked about the man, and he said, "This is Ron, my brother." "Oh, right. Is he coming today?" "No, he died. He died at the age of 31 from a heart attack." And I felt horrible. I felt, oh shit, I shouldn't have asked. I should have done something about it. I should have, for example, expressed my condolences to his mother, and maybe I would have learned the truth straight at that moment, in that moment. But
it's so sad that she's like, you can tell that she's like, Art, he's like, I should have done this. Like, I think, like, obviously I haven't seen this video, so I don't know what she's went through, but like, you don't know what you're getting into, right? Hindsight's always 20/20. So don't like make yourself feel like, oh, I should have done this, like I should have known. Like, why should you have known? Like, you had no idea, right? Like, you didn't know that this stuff was going on. Why would you know? It'd be weird for you to know, actually. So like, there's nothing wrong with not like prying it, like, because like for me, if I asked that and someone said, oh, he died at 31, I would be like, okay, I don't want to talk about that at all. Like, holy crap, let's move on. And I'm sure that's probably what she did. So I just don't feel bad for, not knowing what was going to be coming, because you had no idea.
I was too shy, and I thought, this woman has just lost her son. I shouldn't talk about it, and I didn't. 5 months into the relationship, and Dan offers to move in together. And it's a big step. 5 months, it's a big step. And he said, I found this emotional connection with you, and I think we will be fantastic together. And he talked about future life and even having kids and family and all that. And I really wanted to have a family. So we moved in. The very first day as we moved in, he found a place himself, and we were paying rent 50-50. So I was just giving 50% of the rent to him directly, and he was paying it out to the landlord. The first day of us moving in together, we had sex, but it was weird. Dan insisted on wearing clothes. He was completely clothed. Myself, I was completely naked. That was his thing. And he felt very aloof, detached from reality. And it was bad. It was nothing. And after that, he didn't even cuddle with me. He just went away to his bedroom. We lived in separate bedrooms. And we never discussed it. And I just assumed these were the rules of our sexual relationship. That's what is happening. I didn't know how to talk about these things.
Well, that doesn't sound very fun. Yeah. I mean, obviously this probably all has to do with the whole FEEDERISM stuff. I obviously have no experience with that at all.
With him. He also said that as we are living together, he will be the cook. He will be cooking food, and I have no business being in the kitchen. And I was surprised and actually thrilled, because in my home country, men never do any domestic chores. I mean, rarely, okay. And it's considered a woman's role in the house to cook and clean and all that. And I was actually thrilled that this guy, he is Canadian, by the way, decided to...
Canadians. Should have known.
...be the cook. But everything that he cooked was super calorie dense. And I always felt uncomfortable after eating together, because I always felt bloated. I always felt kind of disgusting. And he would love that. He would touch my belly, and he would ask me, do you feel how expanded your belly is? And I felt like, yeah, I'm dying, like literally. And he said, you have no idea how sexy you are right now. And I still thought this was a compliment. I was piling up pounds pretty fast. It would have been much worse if not for my job, because my job required a lot of exercise, a lot of stamina, a lot of strength. It was very physical. So I think I was burning a lot. Otherwise, I would have been easily around 400 pounds right now. And I only grew to 265. That was my highest weight.
Jeez, man. This is... I can't even imagine being in that position. Like, I really can't. Like, I feel so, like, bad for her. And, like, the thing that's sad is, like, there are so many other people that are in these positions, and they feel stuck because I think that's one good thing that happens with, like, the health at every size movement or body positivity and stuff like that, is that it makes people feel like they have worth, even if they are overweight. A lot of people feel like, we were talking about earlier in the stream actually, is like you feel like because you are overweight, you are therefore worthless, and you will let someone treat you poorly in a relationship. And this is just about weight. This is abusive relationships in general, right? Is like you feel like you are worthless or not worth someone else investing time in you, so you end up stuck in a relationship that is, you know, abusive, harmful. It's a FEEDERISM type of deal, because you feel like, well, there's nothing else I could really do, there's no one else I could really find, and it's really, really sad when you get stuck in that kind of that loop, I guess.
And he was very unhappy with that. He was asking if I'm dieting or if I'm purging or if I'm doing cleansing therapy, whatever. And I always said no to that. And he would always be very inquisitive and suspicious and angry if I didn't say things that he didn't like. He never hit me. I must say that there was no physical abuse involved, but it was purely emotional and verbal abuse. He would call me fat. He would call me all sorts of derogatory terms. A pig, a cow. At least for me, they were derogatory. I think for him, they were compliments because that was his thing. He got off of it. But I felt like crap. And I just didn't know how to stand up to him. I just didn't know how. Fast forward to January 2020. This is the month when our country, where we resided, went into lockdown due to COVID. But nobody knew that it's going to happen. So I realized that I'm unhappy in this relationship. The last straw was when I asked him, why is he not touching me? What's going on with our sexual life? We weren't together sexually for 2 months. And he screamed that I'm just ugly, that I'm unattractive. And he showed me the women that he's following on YouTube, that if I want ever to be attractive to him, I must look like these women. And these were some big YouTubers, including a hypermorbidly obese woman named Chantal Marie. I think her nickname on YouTube is Foodie Beauty, and the other one was Hungry Fat Chick, and I think the latter is doing like real life porn, and both.
Okay, well, I didn't know this was. I didn't know this was coming. This is not a hit piece video, okay? I didn't know that was coming up. Whatever. I just want to put that out there. I think that treating, like, if you're in a relationship with someone, it is so wrong to treat them poorly, based on how they might look, right? Like if you're in a relationship, like to treat them poorly and not let them know, right? And then to eventually be like screaming at them and being like, you need to be this way or else I'm going to leave you. It's like, dude, why not just let them know, hey, this is what is attractive to me. And if that's not something that you're interested in doing, like we should not, like, I don't know, man. It's
both of them are catering to feeders. He claimed that he was paying these women for specific content, and he didn't need me anymore because these women were satisfying him sexually. And if I want to be attractive to him, I must look like these women, and they are something like, I don't know, 500 pounds. They're too much. So I said, no, my health is important. I already gained a lot of weight. It's uncomfortable for me to put on tights, to tie my own shoelaces. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with what's going on. Bye-bye. He got angry. He kicked me out of the house. I had nowhere else to go. And in that country, I had no family, no friends.
Oh.
And in 2 days, lockdown. And I had to move back in with him. Since January until mid-May, I was stuck with my ex. And he still demanded 50% of rent. And I said, well, I lost my job. And I did lose my job. My employer was a dickhead. He did not pay me anything, any security. He just said, oh, well, in your contract there is a force majeure clause, so you're not entitled to anything if there is a force majeure situation, and clearly a zombie apocalypse is a force majeure situation, so fuck off. And I explained to my ex, I explained to Dan that I can't pay you. I don't have the money. And he said, well, there is a way. And basically what he did, he encouraged me. No, that's not the right word. I think the right word will be he coerced me. He coerced me to take lewd pictures. There was no porn, but there was nudity. And he would be selling these pictures on some nefarious websites, Snapchat.
This is so... Man, this is so sad, dude.
Just Girls, some others. I will not. I don't want to promote these websites, okay? But he was selling my nudes basically and my lingerie pics, and he would be taking all of the money. So basically, he was pimping me out on the internet, and he was forcing me to do more and more provocative poses and all that. And he would say that he's using this money as my part of the rent. What I did not know is that his landlord was a very nice man, and he never took any rent during the lockdown. He was
oh my God, dude.
understanding. His own son was in a difficult situation, and he just let us live there for free. I didn't know that. All the interaction was through my controlling and abusive ex.
I just like let me know where he lives. You know, I just want to talk. You know what I mean? I just want to talk.
So he was using me for 4 months. And don't worry, that's my cat in the background. She's helping me heal. She's really helping me heal. So the last straw for me was when I accidentally walked in on my ex-boyfriend when he was in the bathroom, and he forgot to lock the door. And it was the first time in almost a year that we know each other when I saw him naked. I never saw him naked before. Because like I said, every time we had sex, he was clothed. And I realized what he was hiding. Loose skin. A lot of it.
Hey! Whoa! Yo! I'm sorry. I was not expecting that, man. What a twist. Holy smokes. That definitely explains a lot. Holy crap, dude.
His belly, his arms, his legs, everything was wrinkly. Everything was hanging like sheets. And I saw that before. My first boyfriend had a gastric bypass surgery. He lost a lot of weight in a very short period of time, and he had that much loose skin. My ex was angry. He was enraged. He threw objects at me in my direction. He never hit me, like I said, but he threw objects in my direction. He was screaming. And I asked him, did you have a gastric bypass? And he didn't speak to me for almost a week, but eventually he broke down, and he explained to me that he told me the truth. He never had a brother. The morbidly obese man in the...
Dude, how... Is this real? Is this a real story? I feel like I'm watching a movie right now. This is unbelievable, bro. He straight up made up a brother like that. What is going on right now? I am blown away. Dude, I feel like I just watched like Saw or something where there's a twist at the end. Like, holy crap, dude. Oh my gosh.
Pictures with his family. That was himself. I just did not recognize him because at his heaviest, Dan weighed 630 pounds. He was enormously huge. And his name really was Ron. He changed it after he lost the first 200 pounds to Dan to celebrate the start of a new life. So when I found out about it, I just realized, oh, I am stuck with a crazy man, with a crazy, abusive, unstable man.
Absolutely.
And I just ran away. He would be calling me incessantly. I just went away. I took like only the most expensive stuff that I had.
It's okay. So people might not like this, but like I do feel kind of bad for the guy, not because like he's obviously a terrible person, like trash person, but like I feel bad because I know how isolating having loose skin can be. Okay, again, not at all even a little bit trying to say that what he did is understandable. It's not. Okay, not at all. But like, I think that this is a big reason why I like to talk about loose skin so much, and I like to bring up this stuff, because I know that there's a lot of people struggling with it, and there's a lot of people that feel like they are like disgusting, there's something wrong with them, they're monsters, and I just don't think it's the truth. Again, the guy Dan or Ron, whatever his name was, like trash human being, like absolutely bad, not a good person at all. But I I want people to understand that like having loose skin doesn't make you some sort of freak, you know. But yeah, ugh.
Like my iPad, my money, like I had about $100 left, my jewelry, and some other thing that I don't want to talk about. So I went away, and he would be calling me the whole day and blackmailing me. He was threatening me that he would post my lewd pictures to Pornhub.
Dude, see, and stuff like that, like, if you, because, hey, I know how y'all are. I know how it is. I don't want to say y'all. I know how people are in 2020, okay? Like, people send things, okay? And I think, like, if you, like, if someone sends you something and then for you to use that as blackmail, that makes you such a trash person. Like, that makes you such a piece of garbage. Like, if someone trusts you enough to send you a picture that is, you know, lewd or nude or whatever you want to say, and then you try and blackmail them, one, that is illegal, but two, it's just, it makes you such a trash, like, lowest tier human being for doing that. Like, disgusting.
All sorts of free porn hostings that my family will see them. He will send them to my family. So I went straight to the police. And police in that country, it's also a third world, it was also a third world country. At least, well, economically not third world, but human rights wise, yes. And I thought I would just tell the police about the blackmailing, but they just blew me off. They just said, "You're a whore, get out of here." Nobody helped me.
Jeez.
And we were still in lockdown. I was actually fined by the police for violating the quarantine. I was fined an equivalent of $70, and I only had $100 with me. So I was left with peanuts. And I managed to get myself, not in the first one or second one, like I called 6 or 7 different women's rights organizations, and finally I found a shelter. I stayed there for 3 weeks. I had to change my mobile number, and because Dan was just stalking me, basically. And after staying in that shelter for 3 weeks, I had to move out because they just couldn't let me stay there any longer. Luckily, I went into a religious organization affiliated hostel, Christian hostel, and I stayed there. And after the travel ban was lifted in the end of June, I could go back to my home country, to my family. Here I'm healing. I am losing weight. I'm not yet the same size I was when I started this relationship, but I lost a total of 20 pounds. So I need to lose 20 more. 25 more, let's be honest. So I'm staying with my family at this moment. And I just want to talk about this. I never knew anything about FEEDERISM. I just started learning about this dark, toxic community that is killing women all around the world. Killing, literally.
Well, I mean, it's killing men and women. It's not just women.
And I want to use this opportunity to come back to my YouTube channel to start talking about these things. I will also have some lighthearted content. There will be some weight loss content as well, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I will do reactions to feeder content. I don't know. I just want to regain my power, and I want to help other women like me who are stuck in a dark side of the body positivity movement, who allow their ill-meaning partners to control them and use them like that and destroy their health. So thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for not unsubscribing from my channel. Most of you have stayed. I really appreciate it. I hope you won't go away, because I'm planning on reviving this channel and be consistent on it. I need your thoughts. I need your content ideas. I need your support. I'll be honest. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to me. It was very important. Thank you, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Wow. Well, first thing I want to say is definitely go over to her channel and support her. I'll have it linked down in the description. FEEDERISM is really interesting because obviously with her situation, it was not like she didn't know that she was going through it. She didn't believe that it was consensual. And it didn't seem like it was consensual. And so, but at the same time, like, I know that I'm playing devil's advocate here. There are a lot of people that are in those situations that it is consensual and they are totally fine with it. Now, am I saying that it's morally good and it's morally okay? No, but I would say that that is a lot less bad than being in a situation where you are not consenting to it and the person is kind of forcing you into this role, right? Something that you're not super interested in. Again, it's hard for me to say if someone is in a feeder relationship and they are okay with it, should we stop that from happening and make them not be able to do that? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is there. Do I think that it's probably not good and it's not healthy? Of course not. I don't think that it's healthy. Of course not. I don't think that it's good. But is it up to me to completely stop them from doing something that they say that they want to do? I don't know. Like it's really, really hard. But that really, 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 that's really tough, man. I did not realize that video was going to be as deep as it was. But I really hope that she, finds a way to heal. And, I hope that she continues making content because, like Marsh said, I feel like this video was a lot less about FEEDERISM and more about domestic abuse. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that 100%. 100%. Man, that was intense, dude. That was no joke at all. Link to her channel. I'm sure here I can link you guys the video. There you guys go. There is the video. Very horrible, and how the police reacted was dreadful. Yeah, I agree. Narcissism is as old as time. When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you have no control. That is the point. Yeah, I mean, the whole freaking, like, the twist of him being the guy with the brother. I mean, dude, it just didn't even seem real. Like, that was insane, dude. That was crazy. I will give her a lot of props. People in abusive and controlling relationships tend to lose themselves in their sense of power and control, but she maintained her autonomy. Very powerful. Yeah, I agree 100%. I never thought FEEDERISM exists. I mean, there's like any sort of kink exists. Like, there's not many things that don't exist. I like your jacket. Where did you get it? I got this at Urban Outfitters. I was in the store and the whole time I was like, I don't belong here. I was like, I don't feel like this is I don't feel like this is where I belong, but you know, whatever. Everything is a thing. Yep, that's very true. Any hot takes on healthy dating while obese? Like, as far as like staying healthy while you, like, trying to lose weight while you're obese, like with a partner. I would say like trying to pick things out that aren't food related. And if you are going to like eat, like try and think about things like that would be fun as far as like cooking your own meals. I think that can be really, really helpful. If you knew how much money I've declined for photos of my amputation site, LMAO. That's so weird, dude. Yeah, I mean, there's fetishes for everything out there, my dudes. Love the John the Hooligan look. Well, thank you. I've gotten ones that like to get wedgies, but not FEEDERISM. Man, this is a very strange. I don't know. What is Hooligan John? I'm confused. I like your glasses. Well, thank you so much. Person I know made $100 for pics of their feet. Hey man, I'd do that, you know? Why not? Just kidding, okay? Mukbangs are a form of feederism. So that's such a two-dimensional like comparison. Like I don't think that's I think that someone can watch it and maybe get their rocks off to it because they would like to be in a relationship with like a feederism type of relationship, but I don't think like because someone is making mukbangs that means they are like a bad person because they're encouraging that stuff. Like I know that there are a lot of people that genuinely like watching mukbangs that aren't like, it's not some sexual fetish thing. Like, I'm sure there are a lot of people that are like that, but I just like, I don't know. Like, I think a lot of people make it to be more simple than it really is. Like, I think that there are genuine reasons why people would like watching mukbangs. I know a lot of it is because people like to watch them while they're eating so they don't feel alone, which is, I mean, shoot, man, there's nothing wrong with that. But if like, just because there are people that kind of make it nasty or make it gross, like that isn't, that it sucks that then, so the people that enjoy it for genuine reasons are then treated as outcasts, or then is like basically told their thing can't exist anymore because people have I don't know I guess the best word would be like bastardized it or made it about those things, right? Like that's not their fault. Do you follow Greg Doucette's recipes? Not very much, to be honest. I watch your videos to not feel alone. Well, I'm sure that's why a lot of people watch the streams, right? Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube, so I know how that is. Anything we do might be a kink to someone we just don't know. Yeah, 100%. Mukbangs are satisfying to watch when dieting because you really feel like chowing down. Yeah. Story made me on the edge. I went for some water, saw a spider, and screamed so loud my ears popped. Oh no, that's not good. Feederism seems really dark. I mean, it gets very dark. It really, really does. It can get very, very dark. It's like the dark side of the internet. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, this is the most hanging out I get. Brian's here and he loves you. Hi, Brian. I doubt that he's still here. He's probably doing something now. What is feederism? Oh, you missed the whole topic. The live will be up afterwards. You can check it out if you want. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of mukbangs. Like I don't watch them. I personally am not a fan of them, but like I understand why people like them, and I don't think like making them feel like they are a bad, like making people feel like they're a bad person because they enjoy it. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with that. This is so bizarre. Reminds me when partner told him a big congratulations when he hit 300 pounds. Dude, you guys, the Nikocado stuff is literally all fake. It is all fake. Like, anything you see on that channel is fake. Okay, like yeah, they're eating the food, but like all of the drama, it's all fake. So don't believe anything. Like, it's all an act. Okay, I'm just telling. Like, just trust me, it's all fake. So just like, if you want to watch it because that you enjoy it and you're entertained by it, by all means do your thing. But like, don't think that this is what these people are really like. I'm telling you right now, it is completely fake. Just telling you. I just took a shower, but I'm locked inside the gym. Oh, well, that's not good. How can one improve in cardio and stamina? You just have to keep working on, cardio as much as you can. Thoughts on Amber Heard? I don't really know what the whole situation is with that. All right, you guys. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It is time for the stream to end. I appreciate everyone. If you guys do enjoy the live streams, I would love to have you over on Twitch. So if you want to go follow me over on there, we'll have some links in the chat. But if you just want to type it in, twitch.tv/obese2beast, I would love to have you. I stream there pretty frequently, like usually 4 to 5 times a week. Usually it's a little bit later, but I'd love to have you guys over there. It's a good time. But thank you guys so much. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, whatever time it is where you're from. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.